Hi everyone, today we are going to eventually discover the beauty of the periodic table and why they arrange it this way. Okay, we are going to go through valence electron, Lewis dot structure, and the periodic table. As you may remember, we said the number of protons equal to the number of electrons from any neutral atom means they have the same charge. For example, this is the symbol of neon. Neon is number 10. This 10 means the number of protons. Also, it has 10 electrons. Okay, the other thing we learned is the electron arrangements. We said the electrons can't stay together because they repel each other. The first energy level can hold 2 electrons the maximum. The second energy level holds 8 and the third one holds 8. And there are more energy levels, and then they can hold more electrons. We are not going to learn all the detail because it's getting complicated. The only thing we need to know is the first 3 energy levels and the arrangements 2, 8, 8. Okay, and the other concept we learned is the valence electrons. Because they're so special, we are talking about the electrons in the most outer energy level. Okay, for example, for this element, it has 6 electrons total, 2 in the first energy level and 4 in the second energy level. We call this 4 valence electrons. Okay, now also you make sure that the electrons want to spread out, so put your dots around the atom. Okay, so today we're going to learn a new concept. It's not that hard to draw. I'm going to explain. Yeah. It's called a Lewis dot structure. A Lewis dot structure is a structure to represent the valence electrons around the element symbol. This is first this concept was first proposed by Mr. Lewis, so we call it Lewis dot structure. Okay, first you write the element symbol, and then you just draw the dots around the element to represent the valence electrons. I'm going to show you how to do that. For example, hydrogen has 1 valence electron, and you just put 1 dot next to each. Okay, for if there's 2, you're going to just put 2 dots. It can be on the both sides. Okay, 3, you're going to put like 1, 2, 3 around it. For carbon, it has 4, so you're going to really spread them out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And nitrogen has 5. This time, these two have to go to on the same side. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oxygen has 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And fluorine has 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Really spread them out. When there is 8, you're going to put 1 more over here. Okay, really spread them out around the element. That's called the Lewis dot structure. When we learn about chemical bonding, we're going to draw this when the elements get together. Okay. So now the task for you for today is you are going to either print out the attachment in the pre-work folder. It's called electron arrangement, or you may just find a piece of A4 size paper and a ruler. I'm going to show you how to draw this. Okay, you're going to draw the electron arrangements, which is talking about this kind of drawing, like draw the structure of electrons around the nucleus. And then the other thing you're going to draw is the Lewis dot structure for the first 20 elements. Okay, I'm going to show you how to. This is the paper I have put in the pre-work folder. It's called the electron arrangement file. If you have a printer at home, feel free to just print it out so you can just draw on here. If you don't, for example, I don't have a printer, what I do is I'm just going to draw it with my hand. This is what I did. Okay, you may need a ruler. If you don't need if you don't even have a ruler, just find a piece of hard cardboard or something. You can draw those lines. Okay, make sure you have totally 8 groups, and between 2 and 3 there is a blank because it's in the periodic table. It's not connected, so leave a blank over here and draw group 1 is the vertical, group 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure they lined up for each group. Make sure they lined up. So we're going to try to draw this and to observe the patterns. Please, if you don't draw it right, you won't be able to observe the patterns. Okay, so hydrogen is number 1. draw a circle, put a dot in there, and draw the symbol and put one dot next to it. So how do you know which element you put in there? Here's all the element symbols. So hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, it's all lined up. You can find the information over here. And here's two more. And then how many electrons are you going to draw? Here's the number of protons, also number of electrons. It's all labeled in here. Okay, so you can find all the information from this paper, which is uploaded in the pre-work folder. Okay, and then when you draw it, make sure you draw the Lewis dot structure and also the electron arrangement. I have given you a few examples: hydrogen, helium is 2, and lithium. This one I really need you, once you are on the second energy level, really pay attention, because Lewis dot structure is talking about only the valence electrons, not all the electrons. So for lithium, it has 3 electrons. You're going to put 2 in the first energy level, 1 in the second energy level, and only 1 dot because it has 1 valence electron. The same for sodium, only 1 valence electron. When it's full on the second energy level, it's 2, and then 8, you have to draw the third one, okay? And when the third one is full, when it has 2, 8, 8, and for potassium, you're going to draw the fourth energy level, okay? Put the extra in the fourth. Make sure you do electron arrangement and the valence electrons for Lewis dot structure. And at the end, this is a few more examples. Okay, at the end, I need you to think of 2 questions. What do the elements in the same group have in common? The group is talking about the vertical column, which means this is one group, this is another group. What do they have in common? Okay, and then the next thing you want to think is, what do the elements in the same period have in common? The period is talking about the horizon side, this side. Okay, this is period 1, period 2, period 3, period 4. Okay, so for the drawing, I really need you to do it and take a picture, send it to me for some credits. And for those 2 questions, think about it. If you could figure out, you may write on the paper. Find the space to write the answer for those 2 questions. If you really can't figure out, it's okay. We're going to talk about it tomorrow.